what you may want to do here is, and I forget if I gave you like how much of a starting point I gave you. So what I'm going to do is, before we get started on this, I'll walk through all of the pieces that are already there for you. I didn't want to ask you guys to do a full setup of SimpleAuth. So you have most of the ingredients already. But we want to show the user's email address in the nav bar. And so this probably means you want a service of some sort that you're going to inject on something so that you can have that data available in a template. And there's a missing piece in like the way I've set SimpleAuth up, in that there's something you need to do into the application adapter in order to get it so it's passing the authentication credentials along the way it should. So I'm going to look at the code here and show you kind of the pieces that are ready-made for you, so you know where you're starting. Services. Okay, so here's what we've got. We've got our authenticator, right, which is going to, what we've customized here so far is we've got the correct endpoint we can use to log in. So this will just work. This is already set up with the API. We've got an authorizer, which is going to just take that token and add it to a header so that it will work the way you expect it will work. And beyond that, the session service is already available by way of the SimpleAuth add-on, which is already installed. You're going to need to do something here. Actually, it looks like I've already done it for you. The data adapter mixin, right? So this basically means that Ember Data is going to pass those credentials along automatically as a header, so you don't have to explicitly do that. So here's the last thing that you're going to have to do, and I'm going to just add it to this here, and I will post it in chat. You have to fetch the current user from the API and put it somewhere. And here is the API endpoint for the current user. I think it's users who am I. Let me double check real quick. It's users current. Okay, so it's users current with exactly the same API endpoint that you've been pointing to and getting that blog data from. Right? So if you're clever, you will see that this matches a pattern of a URL that Ember Data already kind of tries to build. Here's a hint. That would be how you get users 1. This is how you get users current. So maybe you can rest on something that already works in Ember Data. So what we're going for is the ability to log in like this. Let's see. I forget what password I gave myself here. I'll just register a new user. Okay, so that's a register. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, it looks like I'll have to push something here to make sure that it works. So you get started on that. I'm going to push the updates to the API, and then this will work. So you're going to want to log in, and then immediately after the login, get the current user. You're going to want to take a look at how the login and the register route are set up, because there might be an action in there that you might want to add something else to in order to like start the chain of events that will go and get the current user. So this is the first problem that we're going through today that's sort of more of an architectural level thing, not just an intro to a concept, but a common problem one has to solve in an app. And so we're going to look at how you do it the Ember way.